Hello, graduate student. My name is Renee Sedlacek-Lee. I'm the Director of Community Engaged Learning here at Drake University. And today I'll be going through a PowerPoint about the benefits of volunteer service. So, at Drake, we believe every Bulldog has the ability to be a change maker. And so as we talk about community engagement, volunteering as part of your graduate school experience, what we're really talking about is how do you apply your discipline, your passion, and your knowledge to creating change, whether that be societal, environmental, or even change within the sphere of your own college. So a little bit about me. My name is, as I said, Renee Sedlacek-Lee. I'm currently actually a graduate student myself, trying to earn my PhD in education here at Drake. I've spent 15 years working in community engaged learning, 7 years just here at Drake. I've traveled abroad as well as locally with students and faculty, teaching different seminars. I've advised more than 18 different alternative spring break trips, and I can tell you that that's pretty exhausting. And I got my start as an undergraduate, actually, having taken 5 service learning courses at Central College, where I went to school. And that's what really sparked my interest in this field, and I've just kept at it. Currently, my research interest has to do with community engagement professionals, so people in positions like mine, and trying to understand how they make meaning of the civic engagement field along with this newer emerging field of social innovation. So a little bit of background about me. Today's session, as I mentioned earlier, is to discuss the benefits of community engagement during graduate school. But first, I'd like to introduce you to community engaged learning broadly here at Drake, as well as then wrap up by connecting you to some resources. But before we go there, I have a little welcome from some friends of mine.
Hello, I'm Ryan Arnold, and I have the pleasure of serving as the Director of Community Engagement. In this role, I serve as a liaison with the Drake neighborhood, and so it's my honor to say to you, welcome to the neighborhood. I'm going to give you a virtual tour of where you'll be living, but first I want to get some facts, and my friend Derek will take that.
Definitely unique.
It's a neighborhood. There's different styles of houses, different types of businesses, different types of people.
The Drake neighborhood is one of the largest, oldest, and most diverse neighborhoods in the city of Des Moines. The neighborhood stretches from Martin Luther King Parkway to 42nd Street, from Interstate 235 all the way north to Franklin.
The Drake neighborhood is one of the best connected areas in the entire city. We have multiple bus routes that run through the Drake neighborhood, including Route 60, which at 20-minute intervals will take you downtown or to Ingersoll Avenue. As well, there's an increased presence of biking in the neighborhood, especially with the investments that Drake, the city of Des Moines, and the neighborhood have made. There are 2 city parks within the boundaries of the Drake neighborhood. Drake Park is located at 24th Street and Cottage Grove Avenue, an 8-minute walk southeast of Old Main. This park is quite popular with local residents. Whitmer Park is 2 blocks north of Forest Avenue on 34th Street. This serene park is a 13-minute walk from Stallnecker, and over the past 2 years has seen over $500,000 worth of improvements that should be finished up by this summer. There are 4 business districts within the Drake neighborhood. I happen to be standing here at Dogtown, and this is the home of Mars Cafe, Fernando's, Ghazali's, Drake Diner, and much more. One thing that I often tell students is to shop local, because when you buy a pizza from Papakino's or Fong's, you are helping to support this neighborhood, and you're making this a great place to live and to work. From St. Catherine's Catholic Church to New Life Center, the Muslim Community Organization to Grace United Methodist, Vietnamese Buddhist Temple to Drake Hillel, there are numerous faith communities that consider the Drake neighborhood their home. And this neighborhood is growing. New retail and restaurant space and office space, an opening of the historic Varsity Theater, a community stadium in partnership with Des Moines Public Schools, and housing units tailored for moderate income neighbors. Speaking of neighbors, I have some friends that want to say hello.
Hi, I'm Lori Calhoun. Welcome to the Drake neighborhood.
Hi, I'm Travis. This is Vance. Welcome to the neighborhood from Jethro's.
Hello, I'm Fernando's from Fernando's Mexican Girl. Thank you for coming to Drake.
Hey, I'm Jason,
second-generation alumni and proud resident of the area. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Welcome, students. This is Tease here at Papaquino's. We want to welcome you to the Drake University.
I'm Ron from Fong's on Forest Avenue. Welcome to the neighborhood, guys.
Hey there, I'm Nicole Axum at Purcell. I'm your neighbor on 26th Street. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Hi, I'm Lucas at Mars Cafe, and welcome to the neighborhood.
My name is MJ Ghazali. I own the Ghazali's restaurant. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Hello, I'm Des Moines City Council member Josh Mandelbaum. I represent the area just south of University, and we look forward to having you be a part of our community.
Hi, I'm Bill Gray, your local Des Moines City Council representative. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Thank you for choosing Drake University. My neighbors and I look forward to meeting you in person. And when you get here, be sure to say hello.
For more information on the Drake Neighborhood Association, you can easily search Google. There's also another video that the Drake Neighborhood Association themselves has made, and I've included the link below. But most importantly, as everyone in the video has said, welcome to the Drake neighborhood. I hope through your graduate school experience, you find this to be a place that you not only call where you go to school, but where you live, hopefully where you play, where you eat and dine and shop, and possibly where you volunteer. So let's get into community engagement at Drake. Our mission, as you saw on that first screen, is to develop and encourage change makers. So students who know themselves, understand the complexities of the world they live in, and take creative action to solve social problems. So I have another quick intro. This has been pre-recorded, so I figured it'd be easier to let my previous self share this information with you.
Hi, I'm Renee Sedlacek Lee, and here are the 5 things you need to know about community engaged learning at Drake University. Number 1, you have the opportunity to serve. If you want service to be part of your college experience, you can do that here. Drake provides dynamic service experiences on campus, across Des Moines, and around the world that expose you to diverse perspectives and allow you to make a difference in the lives of others. Number 2, it's easy to get connected. Next Course Food Recovery, Sprout Urban Youth Learning Garden, and Habitat for Humanity are just a few of our student service organizations. With connections to more than 100 local nonprofit organizations and schools, your biggest challenge will be narrowing down all the possibilities. Number 3, earn academic credit while serving the community. More than 33% of academic programs at Drake have at least one course in which you can earn academic credit for completing a community engagement project. When registering for courses, search using the Community Engaged Learning attribute to see what classes are being offered. Number 4, earn a scholarship. At Drake, there are opportunities to partner with AmeriCorps and other national service programs to earn scholarships that support your college education. Be sure to read On Campus to learn about upcoming opportunities. And number 5, money is available to turn your idea into action. If you have a great idea to create meaningful change and impact the community, to engage students in service with a local nonprofit, or to educate the campus on a topic important to you, apply for a mini grant to help turn your ideas into action. For more about community engaged learning at Drake, visit drake.edu/CEL.
So that's just a few highlights of how the Office of Community Engaged Learning can support your work while you're here. There is no doubt as a graduate student, you will be involved in courses that engage you with the community. That's partly the nature of how we do graduate education here at Drake, because we believe that the didactic coursework as well as experiences out in the field are what gonna, give you the experience you need and set you apart from other graduates at other universities. So community engagement is often one of the tools that we utilize within the graduate coursework. So now let's talk about the benefits of volunteering. How can volunteering benefit you in your future career? What knowledge, skills, or dispositions might you gain or enhance? I encourage you to physically press pause on this video and take 2 to 3 minutes to brainstorm to yourself answers to these questions. So what answers did you come up with? Well, here are 6 that I'll present to you. Let's see how many of them match what you came up with. 1, gain real-world experience. As I mentioned before, reading and theory and the didactic coursework are all essential for your intellectual growth, disciplinary knowledge, and really learning what it is that you've gone to school for. However, the opportunity to observe what works and doesn't work in practice is just as important. So getting out and volunteering and seeing programs come to life in real time allows you that opportunity. Number 2, it allows you to pursue your passions. Graduate school, no doubt, is going to be intense, and volunteer work allows you to actively engage with social issues as a participant rather than just another interested observer. And it allows you an outlet to engage a passion. Not to say that you're not passionate about what you're going to school for, but sometimes we have interests outside of simply what we're going to school for and what we hope to do with our careers. Or maybe we're not quite sure yet what we want to do with our career. Volunteer work allows you to pursue that and explore that. Do you prefer behind the scenes work, or do you prefer being actively involved in out in the open? We call that direct service. You the one that wants to be right on the lines, or would you prefer to be maybe back in the office? Pursuing volunteer work allows you to figure some of those things out. Number 3, positive health outcomes. Did you know that volunteers are less likely than non-volunteers to become ill, deal with depression, and have lower mortality rates overall? This is all backed by research, and one of the many positive reasons why volunteering is beneficial. When you focus on other people rather than yourself, you see a renewed energy and renewed sense of purpose in life. Number 4, it's an opportunity to impact the community. As of July 2020, volunteer time is valued at $27.20 per hour. That demonstrates the significant contribution that volunteers make in our worth in our communities. Nonprofits actually use volunteer time for match grants, for explaining the value of the capacity that's being built as a result of their volunteer communities. Number 5, boost your resume. Employers are 82% more likely to choose a candidate who has volunteered. And so this is an opportunity, once again, to connect your theory to practice and do so in a way that's not only giving back to the community, but giving you the experience out in the work world and in the community that employers are looking for. Lastly, gain employment. Volunteering has been associated with a 27% higher odds of employment than candidates who don't volunteer. So you'll see the 2 sources listed where I pulled the majority of the information. Of course, you are welcome to Google or Bing for more information, the benefits of volunteering. And I would be remiss if I did not address the times that we're living in. So please, as you do pursue your volunteer experiences, know that there are university and community partner guidelines in place to ensure safety and the health of you as well as those that we are serving. So if you've had contact with someone with any fever, cough, or other symptoms of COVID-19, or you yourself are not feeling well or think you've contracted it, please do not volunteer for any in-person efforts. Stay home, call your doctor, separate yourself from others, and focus on your healing. I won't read through all of the details, but you can take a look at this at a later time. But we've got outlined how to protect yourself, others. If you're an individual at high risk, you should probably avoid physical contact with others. Ideas for preparing for your shift so you're not left dressed inappropriately or without your water bottle. Number 5, it's really important to call ahead. The landscape of volunteer needs are changing every single day, and the resources and the capacity that our nonprofits have are changing every single day. So please call ahead, engage the organization in a conversation about what's needed before you first show up. And lastly, you can always volunteer virtually. There's many organizations in need of assistance, and if you go to the Central Iowa United Way website, you can actually find virtual ways to give back. So, where do you begin? The Pathways to Engagement is a framework that helps us articulate and create a place to start. So of course, in your graduate school experience, you're going to have the opportunity to engage in that first light blue box, community engaged learning and research. So this is where you connect your coursework and academic research together with community identified concerns. However, outside of your coursework, there's lots of other ways to enter the conversation. Maybe you want to do direct service and volunteer directly with a nonprofit. Or maybe your passion is the policy and governance change and participating in the political process to change policy or the way in which laws are affecting a social issue. Or maybe you are passionate about activism and community organizing. And so you are participating in protests and marches or writing to your senators. Maybe you find yourself with a little extra time and money. And so donating or using your private funds to support an organization is certainly a way to engage. Doing a canned food drive, although I would articulate from our nonprofit partners that they would much prefer dollars over canned food items because they are able to generate $11 worth of food by purchasing in bulk compared to our $1 at the grocery store. So something to consider there. And lastly, perhaps you are interested in how you might use ethical business practices to create value. And how might, let's say, a pharmacy enter into a social entrepreneurship program that creates market-generated value with a kickback to support children of ADHD or the elderly or some other population facing social concern. So I invite you to think about where you are, which pathway makes sense for you during your time here at Drake. And we actually have a tool that you can take, an assessment. If you're curious in diving into this a little bit deeper, you just need to contact our office, which is located across the street from Old Main. You can see my contact information along with my colleagues, Amanda and Jaslyn. We're happy to get you connected. There's more information on our website at drake.edu/CEL. And if you search for pathways, then you can find information about that assessment tool I'm talking about. Other than that, we're always available for one-on-one consultations, or if you visit drake.edu/volunteer, we keep a regularly updated list of volunteer opportunities. And as I mentioned, the United Way website prior, we have a newsletter, so you can sign up for what's going on, mini grants to support your projects, help you find a community partner to do a project with, and much more. So we hope that you'll take advantage of not only community engagement, but the resources that are offered to you, and look forward to connecting with you throughout your time here as a graduate student. And welcome to Drake.